Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I want us to look Kcse 2023 for the topics in Form 3, approximation and errors, and quadratic equations. Now, these are the two tested questions in Kcse last year on approximation and errors as well in quadratic. Now let's look at the first one. Now the first question reads, the masses of two students in a class were measured as 30.5 and 36.8. Determine the least possible difference in the masses of the two students. Now how can we get the least difference in the masses? Now let's do the solution. Let's look at the solution. Question number 1. Now we are told what is the actual mass, actual difference. Actual difference. The actual difference is 36.8 minus 30.5. That's the actual difference. Again, if we want to get maximum difference. Now class, for you to get the maximum difference in this case, what you need to know is, this is the number being subtracted from, and this is the number subtracting, right? We have this number being subtracted from and the number subtracting, right? Now, if you want to get the maximum difference, what you do is, you get the maximum value of the number being subtracted from, and you also get the minimum value of the subtracting number. Then you get the maximum difference. On the other hand, if you want to get, let's do that one quickly. Now it will be, the maximum difference will be the maximum of this minus the minimum of this, so that you can get maximum difference. Now what is the maximum of this class? Before that, what is the least unit of measurement, so that you can get the absolute error in the measurement. We have absolute error in measurement. We also have absolute error through calculation. Now maximum, it will be 36.85 because it will be 0.1 divided by 2, 0.05 minus 30 point. This one 5, it will be 4.5. Now it will be 36.85 minus 30.45. This is 6.4. This one will be that 6.8 minus 30.5. That's 6.8, that's 6.8 minus 30.5. Now this one is 6.3. Now let's look at least minimum difference. Minimum difference. Class, how can you get a minimum difference? What you do for you to get the minimum difference is, you get the minimum value of the number being subtracted from and the maximum value of the subtracting number. For instance, this one, the minimum value of that 6.8 is 36.75 minus. The maximum value of this will be 30.55. Now it will be 36.75 minus 30.55. Now the minimum least difference, or rather least difference, is 6.2. And you can see by your eyes that the actual difference 6.3, the maximum difference 6.4, and the minimum difference or rather the least difference as 6.2. And this one is somehow not that much clear as such. For example, if you want to get the least difference or the minimum difference, you get the minimum value of the number being subtracted from and the maximum value of the subtracting number. That aside. Now let's come to the next question, the quadratic question tested in Kcse last year. Now the question reads, the length and width of a rectangular floor of a room are 10 meters and 7 meters respectively. A rectangular carpet of area 28 meters is placed on the floor. The carpet leaves a uniform space. Now let's look at this one quickly. Now it is like this. Let's say this is the rectangular floor of the room. Now the rectangular floor of the room, we have a carpet. Now in this carpet, it leaves. This carpet is area of carpet is 28 meters squared. Now here we have dimensions 10 meters, yours have 7 meters. There's a uniform length x, 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 x. Class, suppose you want to get the dimensions of this carpet. What do? Because from here to here is x, from here to here is x. So can you get this length? Now it will be length will be equal to 10 minus xx to x. Very good, right? Width. Now let's get the width. Now the width will be 7xx, 7 minus 2x. Now when we multiply area is equals to length times width. Our length is 10 minus 2x multiplied by 7 minus 2x. Very good. Now let's open up the bracket and form the quadratic equation from where we're going to solve. Now it will be 10 into bracket 7 minus 2x minus 2x into bracket 7 minus 2x. As you see now, we multiplied this bracket with this bracket. 10 into bracket 7 minus 2x minus 2x into bracket 7 minus 2x. Now let's open up the bracket. Opening up the bracket, you're going to get 70 minus 70, 10 times 2 times 10, 20x minus 7x, 2x times 7 minus 2 times 7 will be minus 14x. Now plus minus 2 times minus 2, 4x squared will give us. Now, what was the area of the carpet? 28. Now, that is very clear because length times width of the carpet will give us the area, which is 28 meters squared. Now, let's finish up. 70 minus 20x minus 14x minus 34x plus 4x squared is equals to 28. Now let's form a quadratic equation where we bring both the x squared, x and the constant on the left hand side and we equate it to 0. Now it will be 4x squared minus 34x. Now it will be 70 minus 28. 70 minus 28. We're going to get 42. Now this one is positive, plus 42 shall give us 0. Now let's divide through. We can get a common factor 2. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. 2x squared minus 17x, right? Plus 21 is equals to 0. Now let's use the quadratic formula. It will be minus b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now finishing up the question. Now minus b is minus 17. Because it is already minus, minus becomes positive. 17 plus minus square rooted. Now this one b squared, 17 squared. It will be 17 squared. 289 minus 4. A is what? How much? 2. Times c, which is 21. 2ac. 4 times a, 2 times c, 21. 21 divided by 2a. Now 2 times 2. Are you getting the point? 2 times this is a2. Now it will be 17 plus minus square root. Now 4 times 2 times 4 times 2 times 21. What do we get? 168. Now 289 minus 168 completely 121. Now we're going to get 121 over 4. Now class, 121 has a perfect square root, that is 11. Now it will be 17 plus minus 11 divided by 4. Now x will either be equal to 17 minus 11 class. 17 minus 11, you're going to get 6 divided by 4. That is 1.5. Or x will be equal to 17 plus 11. That is 17 plus 11, 17 plus 11, that is 28 divided by 4. 7. X is equals to 7. Now, between these two, we have to get a realistic value. For instance, we can see the whole length in which the carpet is in is 7 meters. Now, the width, or rather the length, and the length is 10. So, if you get a value like 7, it won't be a realistic. Now, you take the realistic value, which is 1.5, and therefore, x is equals to 1.5. And that is how we solve the question for that solution. And if you want further, we can prove. For example, we can say 10 minus 2 into bracket 1.5 multiplied by 7 minus 2 into bracket 1.5. This will be 10 minus 3, which is 7, multiplied by 7 minus 3, 4. Now, we are going to get the area of the carpet as 28 meters squared, hence proved. And that is the correct value. Wish you a prosperous life in this world as well in the hereafter. Thank you very much.